Good afternoon, class. Good afternoon. So, today we will be learning about personal narrative. Okay? Personal narrative project. Exploring how stories shape our identities. Yes. So, with a personal narrative, it's all about learning about who you are. You are writing your own story. You're the author. No one else knows your story better than you. So now with this project, you'll be letting us get a glimpse of who you really are. Part 1, exploring the purpose and structure of stories. For every story, whether it's a movie, TV show, series, book, nonfiction, fiction, sci-fi, you name it, there is always a purpose. And every story, movie, show, all of those things have structure to them. Even gossip. Stories are everywhere. Where do we tell stories? Who do we share stories with? How do we share stories? So, we share them by word of mouth, social media, period, books, magazines, you name it. Radio. Why do we share stories? For people to learn from them, relate to them, bonding, entertainment, informational. There's endless reasons for that. What makes a good story? What makes a bad story? What makes a story good or bad? Think about that. This isn't a scary essay assignment, so breathe. This is capturing a moment in time to tell about it, reflect on it, and notice how a singular experience can help shape our identity, just like we do every day. Keep in mind, practicing storytelling is one way for us to process our experiences and to examine how those experiences shape our identity. From everything that you learn over the trials and errors that you've made throughout your young lives, you have changed. You probably haven't noticed it, but this assignment will help you look a little bit deeper to see that. And it helps with you socializing. Being a good storyteller, that helps get rid of all of those anxieties, those stage frights. How many of you all suffer from stage fright? A quick note about defining a story. Typically, when we hear the word story, we assume something is fictional or make-believe. You're not wrong for assuming. It's just human nature. For the purpose of this process, we will operate using personal narrative and story interchangeably, meaning that we're going to go back and forth. Okay? All of the mentor texts we read will be nonfiction and are based on the author's own experiences. The author's own experiences means that it is his or her own personal narrative, just like you. The structure of a story, aka a story arc. How many of you all have heard of a story arc? A story arc breaks the story, movie, show, whatever, down into these 6 parts. Okay? We're going to skip that video. Now, quick writers, jump-starting memories and creativity. 3-minute speed rounds. Write as much detail as possible. You can use complete sentences, bullet points, and other forms of creative writing. This is the only time, one of the rare times, where you don't have to write complete sentences in this class. Don't get used to it. If you can't think of anything, make it up. You must write for the full entire 3 minutes. Now, here's the things that you'll be writing about. Write about an embarrassing moment. Write about a time you didn't get to do something you really wanted to do. Write about a time you lost something or someone. Write about a time you learned to do something new. What else would be a good idea for a story topic about a person's life? Take those 3 minutes. Have this ready for next class period. Have this ready for the next class period. All right, guys, I will see you next week. Thank you.